This game will feature the second seeded and state ranked Bernie Mules against the 15th seeded Greenville Bears. I'm Terry McVeigh. Seated next to me is Terry Turlington, longtime coach, administrator, and down in Kennett, and longtime Big 12, Big 8, NCAA official.
Nice to be here, Terry. I think we got kind of an interesting tournament this year. I think probably we got a couple of teams that would be very surprising if they can make any kind of move in the championship bracket. But when you take the next 14, you can toss a coin on a lot of the games, and probably the game we have coming up and the last one, I think Greenville would have to have a monumental chore in order to win the game. But you never know. We had a 15 beat a one time up here, so see what happens.
Yeah, 2 years ago, 15 seeded Richland defeated the number 2 South Penn.
Bernie and Greenville played this game last year, the opening round, and Bernie won that game 70-29. And Bernie's got some pretty good hands this year, I think. They're coming in 7-1, and they play in the Stoddard County Conference, as you mentioned earlier. They're ranked 7th in the state, and looks like they got a good shot at going somewhere. Starting lineups tonight for the Bernie Mules will be Silas Dill. He's a 6'5", 12th grader. Jake Welch, he's a 5'9", 10th grader. Zach Curry, 6'2", 11th grade. Jake Smith, a 6'4", 10th grader. And again, coming in with a 7-1 record. And I think having won their own tournament earlier in the year. So it's going to be a chore for Greenville to stay in the game with them. For the Greenville Bears, starting will be Eric Myers, 6'1", 10th grader. Cody Payne, a 5'9", 12th grader. Daniel McCarty, a 6', 12th grader. Corey Keeley, a 6'2", freshman. And Tim Hill, 6'4", junior.
Greenville does have some size. They've, you can see they've got.
Definitely definitely have 2 offensive linemen.
I think if it was a football game, Greenville would have the offensive line. I think they could run the ball.
I think we got the tackle position covered tonight.
With a former All-State basketball player and a current school board member, the law firm of Welch, Todd & Parker supports high school athletics. Our firm is involved in all areas of the law, and your first consultation is free. The firm is comprised of attorneys John Welch, Darren Todd, and Cameron Bunning Parker, along with 4 staff members ready to serve you. Welch, Todd & Parker is located at 100 West Main in Malden. Come by or call us at 573-276-2261 for any of your legal needs.
How are you doing today?
Doing great, wonderful.
Hello and welcome to What's Cooking in Our House.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Hometown Shorts.
Todd, welcome to the show.
Bill, thank you very much.
Year, or this game tournament, so I'm not. But I'm sure that probably what they're really looking for is players, Terry.
Yeah.
Officials for tonight's game will be a longtime official, Joe Bill Davis. He's got near a quarter-year experience. Lee Jones, also a very experienced official. Joe Bill is from Sykeston. Lee Jones is from Culin, and Merlin Johnson from the Clarkton area. So have experienced officials tonight, and we'll have all through the tournament. And as we go along, we'll try to keep you updated on some of the sidelights about the 2 teams and maybe about the officials, and give you a little more about the game than just who made the bucket. So we'll looking forward to having a good game.
Okay, we're getting ready for the introduction of the starters. Okay, this game. Okay, we'll have the introduction of the starters here. Greenville is coached by Robert Stein and assisted by Mark Crane.
This is Robert Stein's second year or third year at Greenville. They were 9-16 last year and tied for third place in the Ozark Conference. Again, they met Bernie in the first round and lost 70-29, and then lost a close game to East Carter, 64-63 in the consolation bracket. Coach Stein's graduate of Seymour University.
Hey, Bernie's coached by Brad Botch. He's assisted by Kenyon Wright and Jason Long. I believe Brad was an assistant prior to that one under Coach Morris Carnes.
Yeah, I think last year was his first year as a head coach, and Morris helped him as his assistant. And then this year he's on the bench by himself, so to speak. I'm not sure who the assistant coach is, but this is his first year, and so not by himself from the standpoint, but by himself from the point that Morris is no longer a part
Morris
of the program.
Morris is on that bench
spectator.
for a long time.
I've already talked to him. He's become a good spectator now.
A First State Bank and Trust located at 710 West Business 60 in Dexter says good luck to the Bernie Mules during the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Jake Smith's going to jump for Bernie.
And looks like there's been a lineup change. Gentry Lewis is starting.
Yes, he's listed as 6'7", and he could well be that big. Foul underneath by, that was on Keeley.
Greenville's got a little better size than Bernie at this point. Bernie has kind of been known as good outside shooters, good three-point shooters over the years, and produced some good teams, and had some tragic injuries a time or two, and
they've had some tragic losses.
Some things have happened that could have even made them better, but they've always handled it really well, and Morris did a good job. I'm sure he was a good man.
Steal by Welch, underneath the Welch. There's two by Welch.
Bernie starting out in a full court press. Looks like it's a 2-2-1 press, and probably going to trap out of it. There's the quick trap.
Steal by Welch, tied it up. Possession to Greenville.
I was talking to Coach Stein, and he told me that one of his point guards, or probably his best point guard at the time, had moved to Clearwater, and so I'm sure they've got some inexperienced people at guard and may have a little problem with Bernie's press.
They handled it pretty well that time. They kept the ball in the middle and moved it with passes. Now there's a throw to the backstop that time. I believe he expected somebody else to be there, and they weren't moving. Greenville's trying a little bit of pressure of their own, but Bernie breaks it easily.
Bernie's dropped back into a straight 3-2 zone, and don't seem to be matching out of it in any way.
A foul on Jake Smith, his first foul. Greenville's ball out of bounds. Still good putback by Dale. He stayed with that.
Dale's a good player. I watched him play a time or two last year, and he does a good job. He's good around the basket.
He can shoot too.
Moves up and down the floor well. And Bernie being very aggressive on their defense right now, and pick up two quick fouls.
Foul on Curry. Scores 5-0. 6:42 left in the first quarter in favor of Bernie. Greenville hasn't really had a good look at the basket.
No, they haven't. I think they're going to have a little trouble with Bernie's pressure. And little trouble with the ball movement right now.
Mm-hmm. Three-pointer from the corner, a little bit short. Off of Greenville, ball goes back to Bernie.
Greenville's record is 11-41 all time in the tournament, and their highest finish was third in 1988.
Dill from the free throw line.
Dill got the shot he wanted with no contest, and
Gentry
looked good, just didn't go in.
Nice block underneath by Smith. Eric Meyer bringing the ball up the floor for Greenville.
Kind of ragtag right now, which a lot of times playing right after Christmas Day, been off a couple of days, and
still full of turkey.
Takes a little while to get back in the groove. But
plus they're not used to playing in the mornings very often.
Yeah, that's right. I think it'll settle down here a little bit, and I know Dill had a very good shot, one he usually makes. And
a three-pointer by Quentin Stevens. Makes the score 8-0 in favor of Bernie. Quentin Stevens off the bench.
Bernie trapping.
Bernie's just much quicker than Greenville. Good spin move underneath by Roden. Missed the shot. Good ball movement.
Well, everybody's got the same vehicles to sell. All we have to sell is service and reputation.
You seem to want to treat the customer the way you want to be treated.
They're going to be treated good. They're going to get good service. Going to get a good vehicle.
Taking care of the people after the sale. We feel like we're absolutely the best.
It's all a family, customers and the people who work here.
We have a good reputation with a lot of good people.
I only have Alan Christian and Dexter.
Come and experience how fun shopping can be in beautiful historic downtown Dexter. At Gregory's Creations, fragrant candles and lampe brochet fills the air. Brides are registering for fine china.
Many unique gift ideas and a warm, friendly atmosphere is created at Patricia's Tea Room. Plus, Patricia's Tea Room serves lunch Thursday through Saturday at 11 to 2.
Call J.R. York, attorney at law, if you've been injured by another's negligence, hurt at work, or denied disability. Over 20 years experience. J.R. York, attorney at law. Call 624-7406.
What if sports were much more than just a game? And there was more at stake than just the score? What if it were possible to see the world impacted for Jesus Christ through the influence of athletes and coaches?
Hi, my name is Bill Ray. I'm the area representative for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in Southeast Missouri. If you'd like to see athletes and coaches striving to win, doing it God's way, call me at 280-0932 or go to fca.org and put in your zip code. FCA, the heart and soul in sports.
McGowan's will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2.
Greenville's first foul in the game, and Coach Bosch is getting ready to substitute. Probably going to try to keep some fresh legs. You got to play four games in a row if you can get that far, and any substituting you can do today pays you dividends down the back end.
Yeah, Silas Dill, Zach Curry's back in the game, and also Daniel Becking is in the game.
Silas has a good-looking shot. He gets a good pronation of the wrist, a good spin on the ball, and sometimes you can make those when you miss them.
Put back underneath by Curry.
Early, within the first 3 minutes, Greenville's already turned the ball 5 times, so going to have to do a little better job ball handling if they're going to give Bernie any kind of a contest.
Good roll on that. Makes the 12-0 lead for Bernie with about 5 minutes to go. Bernie's still applying the pressure. Greenville does break it this time, but then Welch steals the ball. Welch is a good point guard. He's a very good point guard. Little off on the 3 by Deal.
That dribbler going down the floor when a man's coming up behind him, if he'll just tuck that elbow in, that takes care of somebody coming up behind you and stealing the ball. But a lot of guys, I've seen this a lot of times, they'll pass up 4 guys on the way down the floor, and I guess they forget they're behind them. But usually I've found that everyone tries to come on down to the defensive end of the floor. Occasionally you'll get somebody that won't make it, but all you got to do is just tuck that strong hand elbow in, and that takes care of anybody coming in behind you stealing the basketball.
There's timeout on the court. There's the score's 12-0 in favor of Bernie with 4:46 left in the first quarter. One of the things, Coach, you were talking about before was the getting the substitutes in.
What if sports were much more than just a game? And there was more at stake than just the score? What if it were possible to see the world impacted for Jesus Christ through the influence of athletes and coaches?
Hi, my name is Bill Ray. I'm the area representative for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in Southeast Missouri. If you'd like to see athletes and coaches striving to win, doing it God's way, call me at 280-0932 or go to fca.org and put in your zip code. FCA, the heart and soul in sports.
$30,000. Do I hear 40? $40,000. Do I hear 50? 50,000. I have 50,000. Going once, twice. Sold to the gentleman in the center.
Hi.
Moving on. This is a 19th.
Okay. I want to go ahead and sell it now.
Sell what?
That thing I bought.
Constantly buying and selling stocks doesn't make much sense either. That's why Edward Jones recommends investment strategies that have proven themselves over the long term. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Eight of these teams that are playing are going to play 4 games in 4 days. And you've coached in this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
And how do you coach? How do you approach this differently than you do any other game?
Well, I think, again, I think one thing I would always try to do, and usually if you're a seeded team, you're going to have the opportunity to do it the first round, not always, but just try to keep people as fresh as you can, even though some guys aren't going to get as much playing time as others. And there's some advantages to playing an early game other than having to get up here. By the end, that half day's rest sometimes means a good deal.
Especially if you're from Van Buren or Doniphan or East Carter.
That's
you
right.
have to make that long bus trip.
Greenville trying to go over the press now. Got a good 3-point look at it. Didn't get it in.
Three-pointer by Curry. No shot, foul underneath. Or 3-second violation.
Lewis and Roden are 2 big guys.
They are.
They should be able to do some good rebounding. Again, they're trying to go over the Bernie press right now.
He probably should have gone up the layup there, but they finally scored.
Passed up a good shot. Got her down.
Travis Wayne. Good rebound by Dill. Foul underneath on Dill.
It's one of those fouls, you look at the end of the game, one of those you don't even remember how you got it.
Yeah.
There's not much advantage when a guy has a good strong rebound to stand around and paw with him. Just get to the other end. And
most likely you're either going to commit a foul or get out of the defense. You're going to get behind the ball.
Bernie adjusted their press a little bit, now making it 3/4. Greenville was throwing it over, and Coach Brosh moved it back a little bit that time and got the turnover.
Good hustle by Jake Smith getting to that ball, knocking it out of bounds. Greenville's ball. The score is now 12-2, about 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. 12-2 in favor of Bernie.
Bernie being more aggressive in their zone defense than Greenville. They're moving, they're challenging almost to the timeline, and Greenville is playing very soft right now.
Is that a 3 by Owens? That's 2 threes in the quarter by Bernie. Good look at a 3, nice shot. Eric Meyer knocks down the 3, makes it a 15-5. No, they gave him, that was a 2, my mistake. Makes it 15-4. 2:50 left in the first quarter.
Greenville's had some good looks at the bucket. They just haven't hit them. But Bernie being very aggressive on that point guard. They're not going to let them. They're not going to let them just bring the ball down the floor without some challenge. Bernie dropping back soft. Almost everybody is within 1 step of the lane right now, and they're also piping right now. 3 guys with their hands on their knees, and it's early.
Yeah, we're still in the first quarter.
Again, strong pressure by Bernie. Got to work those point guards. Might need to bring some of those big guys up and get it over to them.
Yeah, I don't think Greenville's going to outquick Bernie.
No. Again, threw over the press, and probably missed a shot they should have made.
But he did draw the foul.
Yeah,
Fouls on Smith. I guess it was on Dill. No, it was on Smith. That should be his second.
Each team 3 fouls.
Yeah, that was 4 on. Lewis makes the first.
4 fouls. 4 fouls for Bernie and 3 team fouls for Greenville.
Lewis knocks down to both free throws, makes it 15-6 game. Good movement, Bernie. Looks like passes a little bit down around the knees, and that ends up out of bounds lots of times.
Yeah, there's 2 passes you never want to make. One is a baseball pass, unless you're throwing the length of the floor from the baseline. The other is a bounce pass from the outside.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to get the hands down there when you got a bunch of people around.
That's right. Bernie substitutes again, and they got the big boy bringing the ball out now, and attacking a little differently. Again, going over the press.
Good offensive rebound and put back by Meyer. That's his 4th point.
Greenville settled down a little bit, looks like, and kind of made a game. Let Dill catch the ball in the low post, and number 44,
yeah,
Lewis just standing on the floor blocked his shot.
Yeah, he did. He didn't get a lot of elevation on that.
Greenville zoning the out of bounds and turning their back to the baseline. And allowing Dill to get up in there.
Welch is at the line shooting 2. Foul was on Wayne. That's his first.
Welch is a sophomore. Good-looking player.
I noticed him last year playing. He got some playing time last year in the tournament, and I was really impressed that for somebody who is as young as him, that he knows where he is on the floor, and he knows where his teammates are, which is what you want in a point guard.
Bernie, again, putting some heavy pressure on there, but anytime Greenville breaks the press when they get in their half-court offense, they're getting some good shots.
That was a good look, and that was a bucket by Roden.
Dill going to the line. Allowed Dill to make a ball side cut, which also allowed him to get the ball down in the low post. And even though he's giving up a lot of size, he can do something with a basketball down in that low post area.
That was a foul on Lewis, his second. We've got a couple of guys on Greenville that are getting a little bit of foul trouble. Keeley and Lewis both have 2 fouls in this first quarter. Dill hits both. He's hit 3 out of 4 this free throws this quarter and has 5 points. Bernie leads 18-10 with 1 minute to go in the first quarter.
Again, heavy pressure. Timeout Greenville.
Timeout Greenville.
Come and experience how fun shopping can be in beautiful, historic downtown Dexter.
Visit or call Wallace & Owens Country Mart Bakery for all your special occasions. Steaks, chops, hams, and seafoods are just a few specialties you will find at Wallace & Owens Country Mart.
Morgan Furniture and Appliance has name brands such as Justice, Ashley, Cochran, Best Chair, Sealy, Whirlpool, and KitchenAid. That's Morgan Furniture and Appliance in downtown Dexter.
The Bunny Patch has formal wear for all occasions. Looking for prom, pageant, and bridal accessories, including shoes and jewelry? Shop the Bunny Patch, where you can also get tuxedo rentals.
Glen St. Ford on Highway 49 North in Paragould is your Ford Mercury dealer. Glen St. in Paragould has great deals every day on all Ford and Mercury vehicles. We also have the best selection of pre-owned vehicles around. Glen St. in Paragould has an outstanding service department with some of the top technicians in the country. We're located on Highway 49 North in Paragould. Glen St. Ford, where our price and friendliness bring you here and our service bring you back.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start college or career classes. Three Rivers affordable tuition
means Pell Grants go further.
I can use A+.
I got a scholarship.
To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
Like Bernie's had a lot of good basketball teams over the years. According to Al Jackson, who's sort of the Southeast Missouri basketball historian, Bernie's won 1,016 games and lost 837. Best record was 1963. Elmer Dunn, Doc Dunn, 30-3 record in 1963. Started basketball back 1920, and Clay Null was their first coach. And over the years, Bernie's had a lot of good teams. Last year's tournament, Bernie went 1-2, and they beat Greenville 70-29, lost to Donovan 60-43, and then lost to Portageville 63-56.
Roden inbounding the ball to Meyer. So, drug the foot a little bit. Made a good move, just had a little drag on that back foot.
Yeah, again, once they get in the half-court offense, Greenville is getting some very good shots. Bernie's very aggressive on their full-court defense, but then they're playing soft once they get across the line.
Yeah, this started out 12-0.
Right.
Three-pointer. That'll take care of it. The three-pointer by Owens, his second. Now started out a 12-0 game, and Now it's 21-10 in favor of Bernie.
Bernie's had a lot of good three-point shooters over the years.
Foul on McGowan, his first. 15th foul on Bernie.
Foul on Owens.
Foul on Owens underneath his first.
And Bernie, Greenville will be in the bonus following the next foul. Bernie.
Good shoot.
Out of bounds.
Good look by Meyer. The out of bounds play. Fade away by Welch. 2.1 seconds, and Greenville's got to go the length of the court in 2.1 seconds to get a shot. Going to get a 5-second. Now Bernie intercepts. Shots up. No good. A good look at it, though.
And there's that baseball pass.
Yep, baseball pass. Owens intercepted, made a good look.
I guess.
You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV. Well, Coach, there really wasn't any surprises that first quarter. Bernie's leading 21-10. They jumped out to a 12-0 lead. Their pressure was giving Greenville lots of problems.
Yeah, as we alluded to, heavy pressure in the back court, and once Greenville gets down in the front court, they've got some very good looks at the basket. Missed several of their shots early. And Coach Bosch has tried to play, I guess he's played eight players, 9, and again, going to try to get out of this game without having to extend themselves. So we'll see if Greenville can attack the press. They're doing a little better job. They had it full court, and then they started going over it. Then Coach Bosch moved the press back to 3/4 and created a problem for them again. They turned the ball over. Greenville turned the ball over 7 times. Bernie 4 that quarter.
Jake Owens, the leading scorer in the game, with 6 points on 2 3-pointers. Good pass by Dill underneath. And again, the size of Greenville is giving Bernie some problems underneath.
Right. Coach Bosch has got McGowan in the game right now. Give him a little bit more size.
Dill 1-on-3, gets his own rebound, puts it back up. That's staying with it real well.
Jake Smith
Dill out
taking
7.
a lot of responsibility with the balls. He comes down the floor and doing a good job at the point. Again, full court pressure. Greenville having trouble.
It's like kind of run-in foul by McGowan. That's his second.
This should be a bonus.
Yeah, Greenville go to the line.
Greenville's going to be going to the line early in this game. We got 7 minutes to go in the half, and kind of an interesting free throw lineup for Greenville. They take their 2 biggest guys and put them back, and 2 of their smaller guys and put them in the second position.
Just want to make sure the big guys were underneath.
I guess that's sort of like batting your pitcher at 8. Taking the ball out underneath his own basket.
Last basket was by Courage, 25-10 in favor of Bernie.
I'm sure Coach tells them, when you take the ball out underneath your own basket, you've got another defender, because you can't throw anything high because of the board. So naturally, whenever you take the ball in, you don't want to be under the basket. That's why the officials always hand you the ball. You're always on the side of the basket.
Fouls by Curry, his second, 18 foul for Bernie. Myers at the line, hits his first.
Bernie's giving Greenville a lot of opportunities at the line, and if they can take advantage of it, they should be able to score some points. Good free throw shooter. Good looking shots by
Eric Meyer.
Eric Meyer.
He has 6 points in the game.
Bernie throws the ball away.
I think that's a 2 by Meyer, right on the line, but
Eric's having a good ball game.
He's got a good-looking shot. There's Dill hitting the boards again.
Dill went right between two big guys and got the basketball. Welch comes in and knocks it down.
That's a nice shot by Welch. He has 5 in the game.
Bernie gets a warning for knocking the ball out of the basket whenever it goes through. Next time it happens, could be a technical foul.
Welch almost steals the ball, and there is a steal. Right back to Greenville. That's a steal by Owens.
Owens tried to save the ball, and Greenville got it, went right down, scored.
Yeah.
Dill again. Comes back.
Nope, he got fouled.
Kind of got a break.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of got a break.
He got up in the air.
It'll be interesting to see if this is a shooting foul because he was definitely passing the ball.
And that's how they ruined it.
It was a good call, good decision. He had no intention of shooting the ball.
Becking in the game for Bernie and replacing Stevens.
Greenville again turning their back to the man throwing the ball in, and Bernie making ball side cuts. That's twice or 3 times they've gone straight in.
Bucket by Jake Smith. There's a little walk.
Change pivot feet.
Yep.
Establish his left foot as his pivot foot, and then change to his right foot. I only let you do that on a dunk shot or whether you're Tyler Hansborough.
I only did that the first 3 years in high school. I think you cured that later. Still underneath by Lewis.
Bernie starting to turn the ball over a little bit. I'm sure a little too much for Coach Bach. And
good pass. Good lead pass.
Took an extra step. Established his pivot foot. Nope, got him before he did, I guess.
Yeah.
Walking or traveling is really simple to call, Terry. Whenever a man establishes his pivot foot, he cannot bring it up and put it to the floor again. If he does, he's traveled. Only in the NBA.
They don't call walking in the NBA.
No, that's only in the NBA. But many times, the thing that players are getting away with now is on the three-point shot, they'll grab the ball and take a little bunny hop, traveling. Or they'll take the ball as if they're going to dunk it, establish a pivot foot, take a big step, bring the foot up, bring it back down, and then slam it. Traveling at any level.
That foul is on Welch. On the press, Payne will go to the line, shoot a 1-on-1. That's 19 fouls on Bernie. Next foul on Bernie, Green will be shooting the bonus. We'll be shooting 2. Makes the first.
Again, with 5 minutes to go, and in the double bonus, free throws can keep them in the ball game if they'll continue to be aggressive and can get by the front line of the press.
You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
Imagine a future where one company could offer you cable, internet, and phone. Well, with New Wave, you get digital cable with DVR, HD TV, and an interactive guide. Unbelievable speed with high-speed internet. And now, even digital phone service, giving you unlimited calling coast to coast. All from one company. Welcome to the future. Call New Wave Communications now for great installation specials.
Hey, Bob. Yeah, have you disinfected the area? Good. Now make a 3-inch incision between the 4th and 5th abdominal muscles.
Shouldn't you be doing this?
It's really straightforward. Listen, I gotta go, Bob. I'll talk to you later.
Making important financial decisions on your own doesn't make much sense either. That's why Edward Jones prefers meeting clients face to face. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Okay, with 5 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second quarter, the second seeded Burning Mules leading 29-17 over the 15th seeded Greenville Bears.
I'd say the gymnasium is about half full right now, Terry.
Which
Not
is
a bad crowd for
that's
this
not
early.
bad for an 11 o'clock start.
No, it isn't. And people, I guess, ready to get out and enjoy some holiday basketball.
Can't think of a better place to do it.
Dill works the ball. Dill works the game hard. Had a little extra in there on that. Officials didn't see it, and coach saw it and getting some substitutes in.
Yeah.
Had a little extra underneath the basket on the Bernie end of the floor.
Greenville ball out of bounds. Underneath their own basket. Right back to him.
Well,
Dill swatted right back
yeah.
to Greenville player, and he made the catch, only he was standing 2 feet out of bounds.
Yeah, it's Greenville trying to put a little more pressure on Owens right now, on Welch, and not having much success. Welch is a good young ball handler, and looks like he's got a lot of potential.
I like him as a point guard. That foul's on Corey Keeley, the freshman starter from Greenville. It's his third, so he'll take a seat. 17
fouls in the game right now. That was the 8th foul on Greenville, and next foul for Bernie, Greenville being a double bonus.
Welch hits the first end of the 1-1. And hits the second. Welch now has 7 points in the game. And he's not a big scorer. He knows his job is to distribute the ball.
Dill making a silly foul. I'm sure Coach, that'll be one of those that you wonder where that foul came from. But just running alongside and never got an offensive or defensive position.
Keith Payne back to the line. Shooting 2, makes the first. Dill's going to take a seat. He has 2 fouls. Second one bounces and is off. It's 33-18 with 4:30 left in the second quarter. In favor of Bernie. Good movement by Bernie. Underneath the Welch. Maybe one pass too many, but Bernie still gets the ball.
Right. Made one pass too many, but Greenville had their big 6'7" guy stand and look. Hadn't cleared the floor. Of course, I always have thought, and as I coach, the most overemphasized thing in rebounding is size. Need to check off, and one thing that I see a lot of kids forget to do is jump.
Well, one of the greatest rebounders, one of the greatest rebounding centers in NBA history is Wes Unseld, and I think they may have listed him at 6'8", but he's probably about 6'4".
That's right.
And he's one of the best rebounders in the history of the NBA. Good move there by Payne.
There's 6 fundamentals of basketball: run, jump, shoot, pass, pivot, dribble. And a lot of kids forget about 3 of those.
Long three-pointer, a little short. Good follow-up by Owens. Gets in 8.
Greenville not rebounding well at all right now. Bernie's getting second shots and third shots, and
that long pass just a little bit beyond the receiver's hands.
Right. That's 10 turnovers for Greenville.
Greenville's getting a little tired.
4.5 minutes to go over half. They holding on to their shorts and got their hands on their knees, and they're piping right now. Greenville again playing real soft, and Bernie attacking and getting good ball movements. Got 2 or 3 good reversals.
That's the second bucket this quarter by Stevens. He now has 7 in the game. Foul by Stevens, his first.
Bernie. One negative thing I would say is they're making some silly fouls. In this particular game, that'll be fine, but you're playing for later on down the line, and I'm sure Coach Bosch will probably have a little head-to-head about that.
Lewis makes the first free throw. Bernie's got a good shot to win this tournament,
Yeah,
and I think
so too.
But as you alluded to, there's probably about 10 or 12 teams that have a shot at winning this tournament.
Owens and Beckley come into the ball game. Owens and Beckley.
Welch drives underneath, gets fouled.
Welch just took the ball the length of the floor and drove all the way to the basket without a serious challenge, and then when he got the challenge, he got fouled. Both teams after this will be in double bonus, and he'll be shooting a 2 here.
Foul was on Roden. First one's good. It's a good looking shoot. Makes the score 40-21 in favor of the Bernie Mules with 2:54 left in the second quarter.
Bernie's all-time record in this tournament is 61 and 63 going into today. And they won first in 1958 and 1993.
I believe that's the only 2 times they've won. Meyer steps back, tries 3. Jump ball, the possession goes back to Greenville. They'll take it out underneath their basket. Trailing by 19 with 2.5 minutes left in the first half.
Big.
I don't know what kind of shot that was. Nice rebound and put back by Keith Payne. Gives him 6 in the quarter, 6 in the game.
Bernie brought it down, shot really quick that time. Didn't have any rebounders ready.
And walked. Took a little jump. Ball goes back to Bernie.
Smith back in the ball game.
He inbounds it to Welch. Bernie Greenville tried a little press. Bernie took
McGowan
his
also
time.
in, and again, an inside, an offensive player gets the inside position on the rebound.
That's Silas Dill again. He now has 11 points in the half. Good steal by Welch. He's going to take it all the way. And he does. Welch now has 10 points in the first half.
Bernie's brought their press back to full court, and Greenville having a lot of difficulty with it.
Yep. Timeout. He's avoiding 10-second call on that one. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
Okay, Bernie now has, I believe, 11 fouls, and the Greenville Bears will have double bonus the next time they go to the line. So, or they're already in double bonus, but Bernie will have the double when they go to the line the next time. I think both teams. I'm sure the coaches would tell you have turned the ball over a little too much. Bernie's up to 9 turnovers, and Greenville's already turned it 12 times. So,
yeah,
part of the game you're going to be in that 30 turnover area.
And, you know, Bernie having that many turnovers, Greenville hasn't really pressured them.
No, they haven't. Bernie, again, staying with their 22 press, and once you get by that front wall, another silly foul.
Yeah, and that's on McGowan. That's his third.
And so Bernie, again, is allowing Greenville to get to the line a little too much.
Travis Wayne will be shooting 2. And a little short on the first. McGowan takes the seat with his third foul. And Quentin Stevens is back in the game. Shot put. Missed it.
Dale's doing a good job working both ends of the floor. He's a good player.
He's a very good player.
He plays. He gets one of these soft 20 or 25 points. You know, you look up and he scored 25 points, and you know, I don't remember that many, but you get an inside rebound and a put back and dribble all the way and get one, and 6 or 8 free throws, and you put up some numbers.
Well, he's already got 11 this half. And
11 at the half and 12, and again gets a real good look at the basket, good wrist pronation, good elbow movement. Ball gets a good backspin on it like that one, hits the front of the rim, goes in. Whereas if you don't get that good backspin, you hit the front of the rim and it bounces back to the free throw line.
Bernie's just quicker than Greenville.
There's that inside one-hand bounce pass, which real hard to execute.
Bounce pass, one of the slowest passes there is.
And there is a place for it, but usually it's on a penetrating movement to the post.
Going in the last minute of the first half, Bernie's up 46-23. Myers breaking the press by himself, but mostly a man press.
And again, good shots.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
That game they play on ice, they call that a body check.
Yeah.
But
kind of a silly foul on Stevens out front.
He kind of cleared the way. Roden got the ball and made a big pivot, and the only problem is there was someone behind him and
not for long.
Put him to the floor.
They weren't behind him long.
No. Coach Bosch showed about as much emotion as he shows. He stood up and kind of looked at the officials.
Myers at the line. He made the first free throw. He now has 11 in the game. He's had a good half. He's got a nice shot.
Yes, he does. He's kind of kept Greenville in the game, so to speak.
He's got 12 of their 25.
Yeah. And again, Coach Stein had said that they lost a very good player to Clearwater, so driving to the basket all the way.
That was a nice move by Stevens.
Even though it's his own defense, Bernie's taking the ball on the high wing and going to the basket uncontested.
A three-pointer by Roden, and Ashley was a good look at the basket and just bounced off. The end of the first half, Bernie's ahead. Bernie Mules are ahead 48 over the Greenville Bears at 25. The leading scorers, Silas Dill, it looks like he has 13 points. Jake Welch has 10. Quentin Stevens has a three-pointer to go with 3 other buckets. So he has 9. Jake Owens has 8, including 2 three-pointers. Zach Curry has 5 points. 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Jake Smith has 2. Jordan McGowan is 1 for 2 from the line and has 1 point. For the Greenville Bears, Eric Meyer is keeping him in the game as best he can. He has 12 points, including 4 for 4 from the line. Keith Payne has 6 points, 2 for 5 from the line. Travis Wayne has 2. Gentry Lewis is 3 for 4 from the line for his 3 points. Dylan Roden has 2 points. Again, Bernie's ahead 48-25.
She turned around and left the cave, and I'm standing there by the pool of water alone, and it just brought up a whole bunch of issues that...
W tym piórze nie ma atramentu.
What?
I wtedy możemy zacząć dopiero pracować.
Using a broker you can't understand doesn't make much sense either. That's why Edward Jones speaks in the language you can understand. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. For the Edward Jones office nearest you, call 1-800-ED-JONES or visit edwardjones.com.
Okay, one of our sponsors for the 51st Bloomfield tournament is New Wave Communications in Dexter, and the head of New Wave Communications, Eddie Gargis, is one of our guests. Eddie, this is quite an event to sponsor, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and we're very, very fortunate and proud to be a part of it again this year with our partnership with YHC. We're just really excited about what they're able to do and being able to bring all these tournament games to the cable system, and for tape delay, and just great, tremendous thing to be going on in the region.
Well, not only the tournament, but I know you're broadcasting a lot of other events, special events, music programs, concerts. I know you have some regular shows, some cooking shows, and some human interest stories that go on. So I think athletics is a major part of it, but you're also doing a lot of other things.
Yes, sir.
With the Channel 21.
Correct. They very creative in their different programming. The racing show, the cooking show, but also we do a lot of hometown shorts with the parades and the festivals and everything going on in all the communities that we service, and we just want to bring what our customers want to see and bring their hometown to the cable system, let them see those things on the television, and make recordings for posterity and all that sort of thing. So it's a great deal.
I know Bill Hampton, who I guess is producer, director, jack of all trades.
Absolutely.
For the
Mr.
company,
Everything.
Has lined up a lot of things, and down the road has some aspirations of doing even more, but no longer than this has been in existence. I think it's going wonderfully well right now.
It is. It's going really great, and I tell you, I commend Bill and Steve Johnson, their creativity, their partnership, their ability to bring quality programming to YHC is really helping New Wave Communications. We're continuing to grow. We have not only through expansion, but just through growth. And part of that, too, is I think we bring world-class services to small-town America. And
second half's getting ready to start here in the second game of the 51st Bloomfield tournament. Bernie is leading the Greenville Bears with a score of 48-25. What do you think about the first half, Coach?
Well, I think probably both coaches would agree that there's probably a little too many fouls and too many turnovers. I think, just to be very frank about it, I think Greenville's outmanned and going to have some difficulty. Again, there's another turnover on the 2 seconds. It took 2 seconds to turn the ball over. So
yeah, he got the ball underneath, just dribbled it on the line.
I think we're gonna be playing it out. Is what I think is probably going to happen here.
Yeah, it's a 23-point lead now, and as you said, I think Greenville is just outmanned. There's the efforts there. Nice play underneath by Curry.
Doing a good job.
Gets it up front. Gets it up.
Bernie's completely
Stevens.
fronting the postman. They're getting it back into him, but they're bringing one of the defenders across, and probably he should be getting the ball in the basket, and Lewis, and he's not getting a shot. There's your hook pass for you.
Mm-hmm. And ends up Greenville fumbled it out of bounds, but it could have been intercepted.
Again, there's really no place in basketball for a hook pass, and kids just seem to love it. I guess that's playground in them.
Welch is good look, but that just a little bit outside.
Yeah, that was Owens. He shot the ghost, and then go back on defense. Had all 5 men back, and Greenville drove the middle, took the ball back, and Bernie takes it all the way back and scores it. So defense is out the window right now.
They're steal by steal by Owens, 2 points.
Good job, Owens going in on his weak side and uses his left hand and gets it in. I always like to see those kids go in and play that strong hand and use the goal to as one of your defenders or one of your helpers, because you can go in against a guy your own size, but if you're going in against a 6'7", 6'8" guy, that nullifies him.
Curry will go to the line for 2. Foul is on Payne. They have him for 4. I've just got him for 3. Curry makes the first. And makes the second. Curry now has 9 points in the game.
Zach at 6'2", good-looking athlete. Looks like a basketball player. Uh-oh, heavy pressure, and Lucky fouled him about 6 times before he got the call. And
I guess when he fell down.
I guess that sealed the deal, but he was leg whipping him and body checking him all the way across the floor.
That's Welch's second foul.
And again, I'm sure Coach Bosch don't want those guys to get those easy fouls. And again, Deal comes up with a basketball.
Good movement.
Excellent movement. Deal comes up with the ball, makes a long pass, ball side cut in the basket, and fouled.
Come and experience how fun shopping could be in beautiful historic downtown Dexter. At Trinkets and Treasures, you will find a unique shop featuring charming antiques, gifts, and collectibles.
Customers come first at First Midwest Bank, located at 20 West Stoddard. Phone 624-3571. First Midwest Bank, chartered in 1963 and still locally owned and operated.
Whether redecorating or registering for your wedding, discover beautiful home decor at Decor.
Glen St. Motors has two great locations, Rector, Arkansas and Kennett, Missouri. Glen St. Motor in Rector has all makes, models of GMC Yukon, Sierra trucks, and Acadias. Glen St. Motors in Kennett has Chevrolet, Cadillac, Pontiac, Buick, and GMC trucks. Glen St. Motors located on Highway 49 North in Rector and 1607 Independence in Kennett. Glen St. Motors, where friends bring you here and service brings you back.
A-Plus Medical Equipment of Dexter has the answers for you. Oxygen patients, are you unhappy with your service? There's no cost to switch and generally no doctor visit is required. Home delivery, friendly staff, and high-quality equipment is the A-Plus way. A-Plus delivers the best in customer service for Southeast Missouri. For all your care, we're always there. A-Plus Medical Equipment, located at 8 North Catalpa in Dexter. Call us toll-free at 888-624-0402.
Basket's good. The foul's on Roden, his second team foul. Curry will be shooting one, and he makes it.
I like the way Bernie gets up and down the floor. I like especially the way they get up and down the floor offensively.
Looks like a foul over the back on, let's see who they call that on.
I believe it's on Dill.
I believe so. If it is, that'll be his third.
And you know, I don't know if you can say there is a good foul, but each one of those fouls are fouls that you would hope that you wouldn't make in a big ball game.
Well, I think, yeah, all three of Dill's fouls have been that tight.
He just, big boy just moves them out. The only problem with moving them out, and you don't get it, you can't walk down the floor.
Welch goes on breakaway, makes the score 61-27. First State Bank and Trust, located at 710 West Business 60 in Dexter, says good luck to the Burning Mules during the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
What if sports were much more than just a game? And there was more at stake than just the score? What if it were possible to see the world impacted for Jesus Christ through the influence of athletes and coaches?
Hi, my name is Bill Ray. I'm the area representative for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in Southeast Missouri. If you'd like to see athletes and coaches striving to win, doing it God's way, call me at 280-0932 or go to fca.org and put in your zip code. FCA, the heart and soul in sports.
A-Plus Medical Equipment of Dexter has the answers for you. Oxygen patients, are you unhappy with your service? There's no cost to switch and generally no doctor visit is required. Home delivery, friendly staff, and high-quality equipment is the A-Plus way. A-Plus delivers the best in customer service for Southeast Missouri. For all your care, we're always there. A-Plus Medical Equipment, located at 8 North Catalpa in Dexter. Call us toll-free at 888-624-0402.
Well, there's 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Bernie is up 61-27. They've extended their halftime lead. Bernie started out the game on a 12-0 run, and then Greenville played even with him for quite a while there in the first half. Then towards the end of the first half, Bernie started pulling away then, and the second half just been a continuation.
Well, it looks to me like, Terry, that right now Greenville is really tired. They're not going to the basket nearly as aggressive as they were, and I think they're not getting back down the floor. So I think they're going to have some problems staying in this ball game and staying out of the mercy rule.
22 is bringing the ball down. He's a Garrett Ross. I think that's the first time we've seen him today.
Yes, it is. And
nice move to the bucket by Corey Keeley, his first 2 points. So he's a freshman that's starting for Greenville.
Yeah.
And that's good hustle by Keeley, dropping down to knock that pass out of bounds. Greenville's still working.
Again, Greenville with their back to the man throwing the ball in. They just simply toss it right past her head and either shoot it in or get fouled. So
2 more points by Jake Smith. That's 4 for him for the game. Makes it a 34-point Bernie lead at 63-29.
Both big guys in there, and one of them was playing at the top of the circle that time. Gentry Lewis, a 6'7" kid, and they got Roden listed as 6'4", but they look about eye to eye to me.
Yeah, one of them was playing point guard. It looked like
I'd say about 600 pounds worth. I don't know how big they are, but the floor tilted.
Nice move underneath by Dylan Roden.
Again.
Lewis with the rebound.
One of the few times that Bernie hadn't come in with a second or third shot. So drive to the basket, good hard drive to the basket.
That's Corey Keeley, the freshman, with his 4th point of the quarter in the game.
And
Zach Curry
Curry goes right to the bucket. Curry's got about 6 or
he's got 9
7,
points.
9 points in the quarter.
9 points in the quarter. It
Quarter,
looks like 14
quarter.
in the game.
He's kind of picked up where Dill was the first half, and Dill's still playing hard, but for some reason Curry's coming up with the ball right now.
Imagine a future where one company could offer you cable, internet, and phone. Well, with New Wave, you get digital cable with DVR, HD TV, and an interactive guide. Unbelievable speed with high-speed internet. And now, even digital phone service, giving you unlimited calling coast to coast. All from one company. Welcome to the future. Call New Wave Communications now for great installation specials.
Three Rivers Community College is a great place.
A great place.
A great place to start career training.
At TRCC, I'm getting training for a good job with a good salary.
Three Rivers has high-tech equipment.
Great instructors.
And convenient classes. To learn more, go to trcc.edu or call 877-TRY-TRCC.
Get started at TRCC.
All right, Roden will go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul on Smith. Jake Smith.
That's his 3rd. Now they're showing 4. And I'm sure they're probably right.
Yeah, they've probably done it a time or two.
I might
say that
I'm not going to argue with it.
The score and the timer. Lonnie Hutchison is the scorer, and he has just been doing it 42 years. And then the timer is Stan Durham, and he's a short timer. He's only been here 35 years. So both of them excellent at what they do.
They do get it right here.
And they don't score in a pencil either. It's sort of like playing golf. They don't have any erasers.
2 by Becky. His first 2 of the game. Whoa. Coach, I think we're going to have to see where they spot the ball to see if that's going to be a first down or not.
Well,
that looks like football games breaking out.
I can tell you it was illegal use of the hands.
Yeah.
And we don't need a replay for that one.
Like Roden's going to the line for a couple.
That's right. He's going to the line. He cleared a path to the bucket.
Foul was on Allen, his first. 15 foul for Bernie. Roden makes the first, makes it a 67-36 game.
Quentin Stevens into the game for Curry, and Curry had a really good quarter.
He sure did.
Quentin bringing the ball down and gets it over to McGowan and
gets feet underneath the Becky.
Gets it back into Becky, and he knocks it down.
That's 4 points and 2 trips for
That
Becky.
was a good ball reversal. Started on the left side, reversed it all the way to the right.
And they're getting Becky some time.
Good shot.
But this is his first action. He's showing that he deserves some time. He might get some more. Nice move by Quentin Stevens for another 2.
Bernie got some young kids that are doing a good job.
Becking's a 6'1" junior. And I believe he committed the foul. Nope. Foul.
The winner of this game will play the Malden-Kennett winner, and that should be a good game either way it goes. Kennett lost to Malden earlier in the year by 12 or so points, and then Malden, I think, has only lost one game, and Bernie and Malden certainly have a very good rivalry. It has gone back for many, many years.
Oh, air ball. Keeley misses both free throws.
Might say, Terry, I see Bill Harris here tonight, which isn't anything unusual. He's been to all 51 Bloomfield tournaments, and he told me last year that he'd seen over 8,500 players in the course of the tournaments, and also they play the Stoddard County tournament here, and he's been to every one of those.
Well, this is a good place to watch a tournament.
Yes, it is.
I've always enjoyed coming to this gym.
Well, the thing I like about this gym, and always like to bring teams in here, had good success with the teams, and it's made for basketball. This is not a multi-purpose building.
Well, this is a basketball gym, and in the 60s, this is probably the best gym in Southeast Missouri.
This gym was opened in the late 1957, and played the first Christmas tournament at that time. And another gym that is built for basketball is Poplar Bluff. I always like to take a team in there.
That is a good gym.
We've had some gyms built, and I will say they've rectified it, but such as the Roundhouse in Sykeston, where they had a tartan surface floor and what have you. And I will say this, that in the last few years, Sykeston has brought it more into line to being a basketball facility. But this gym was built for basketball.
Yeah, Sykeston is a lot better facility for basketball than it was. I remember
Yes.
when it did open, it had that tartan floor and an indoor track, and it was a.
They've moved the bleachers closer to the floor. They have a wooden. Now they have a wooden surface, and basketball was made to be played on hardwood.
Yes. I remember when the Hearn Center opened at Columbia, they had that tartan floor.
They've gone away from that. It's sort of like AstroTurf. Everybody in the major leagues had AstroTurf, and now then slowly people have gotten back to grass whenever they had an opportunity to do it. And this is a good basketball facility. I'd say it seats about 2,000, 2,200. That's strictly a guess. I don't know.
Keeley misses the first of 1-and-1. Foul was on Welch. He has 4. Again, Bernie has 8 fouls in this quarter, and that's too many fouls. Good feed underneath. We just lost the ball going up.
I've seen some huge crowds in this gym. I think I was a part of 2 of them, one as a player and one as a coach in 1958. Puxico had just an outstanding team, and I played at Dexter, and we also had a very good team. And the finals of the county tournament was played here. And then in 1962, had the opportunity to coach against Advance, who went ahead and won the state tournament.
That'd be in 1972, wouldn't it?
1972, did I say 82?
62, yeah.
62. 1972, just a huge crowd in here. I think now then they have a limit to the number they can put in here or will put in here, which is probably wise. But at that time, you pay the money, you could get in, and it was absolutely packed.
Well, Zach Curry's having a huge quarter. He has 17 points this quarter. Again, the Bernie pressure is giving some problems. It's a 42-point lead.
This game will be in the mercy rule as soon as the quarter is over, and again, I think that'll give Coach Bosch, who's substituted freely in this game, and certainly hadn't tried to run the score up in any way, but that'll just shorten the game and again give Bernie a little more rest, because believe me, they'll need it tomorrow.
2 by Roden.
Getting some good looks at it.
Yep,
This
on
is
three, and again Curry goes up and he gets fouled. Curry's going to the line.
Third crack at it.
Foul was on Wayne, his third.
Donovan and East Prairie will be playing the next game, and that's another one of those games that, in my mind, anything could happen. I've been told that Donovan had a player quit, and I know they had another player that didn't come out this year that would have certainly given them some strength, but they got the twins back, so
seems like the twins been playing there for about 6 years,
right,
haven't they?
I think we better check their passport.
That's the end of the third quarter. The Bernie Mules are leading the Greenville Bears with a score of 81-39. You're watching the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament on YHC TV.
With a former All-State basketball player and a current school board member, the law firm of Welch, Todd & Parker supports high school athletics. Our firm is involved in all areas of the law, and your first consultation is free. The firm is comprised of attorneys John Welch, Darren Todd, and Cameron Bunning Parker, along with 4 staff members ready to serve you. Welch, Todd & Parker is located at 100 West Main in Malden. Come by or call us at 573-276-2261 for any of your legal needs.
How are you doing today?
Doing great and wonderful. Hello and welcome to What's Cooking in Our House.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Hometown Shorts.
Todd, welcome to the show.
Bill, thank you very much.
Year, so or this game tournament, so I'm not.
Single white female, enjoy shopping, long walks, and cuddling. Will you marry me?
Investing with someone you've never met doesn't make much sense either. That's why Edward Jones opens offices in our clients' neighborhoods, so you can get investment advice from someone you actually know. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Bernie kind of extended it out that third quarter. They played real well. Zach Curry had a huge quarter. I've got him for 19 points in the quarter.
Boy, he did have a quarter.
He made five from the free throw line, had a couple of threes, and four twos.
Well, like I say, he kind of took over where Dill left off, and
Dill didn't score in the third quarter.
Now we're in the mercy rule, and Coach Bosch has cleared the bench, and so we got a lot of young players in the game.
Stevens still in the game. Ethan Allen's in the game.
Nathan Timlin's in the game.
And Jordan McGowan just scored.
McGowan is in the game, and Beckling is in the game right now. So Daniel Beckling, they have cleared the bench, and And Coach Stein has also got some substitutes in the game, so this game will this quarter will fly right now.
Our mercy rule is in effect, so the clock will be a continuous clock. Wayne misses the free throw. He's had a little trouble at the line tonight. He's 0 for 3.
I tell you what the mercy rule is. The mercy rule, if a team is ahead by 30 points with 1 quarter left, then the clock runs and only stops during a timeout or an injury. Something along that nature. It does not stop on fouls or turnovers or what have you.
That was kind of an odd sequence there. The Roden got a loose ball and for some reason bounced it off the Bernie player, even though he wasn't being pressured. That was Eric Meyer with a 3. That's his first bucket of the second half. We haven't called his name at all.
No, we haven't. We kind of forgot about him.
Another 2 by Jordan McGowan. He's got 4 in the quarter, 5 in the game.
Officials are kind of letting this one get over.
Yep.
Not going to be any ticky-tack right now. It'll have to be. It'll have to be one.
I think you're going to have to hit the floor. Steal by Stevens, and then throws it away. Nice steal, then throws it away.
And Coach Stein comes back with 2 of his starters, but he takes a starter out. So got some different players in the game right now.
Score is Bernie 85, Greenville 43. There's 5 minutes, 23 seconds left in the game. The clock's running. Getting a little contact underneath. Hits it to the big guy, and he.
You know, the 2 big guys actually get some shots and look pretty good shooting, except it doesn't go in.
Yeah, they're getting in position and getting the shots.
I don't think there's been a turnaround jump shot made tonight, even though both of them are in good position and square up pretty well, but can't get it in the jar.
Yeah, Gentry Lewis is shooting the free throw. He's
a good-looking shot.
Yeah, and he hasn't made a bucket.
Right,
I mean,
little bit side spin on the ball, but needs to tuck his elbow a little more. That's why he didn't go in.
He's 4 for 6 from the line, has no field goals. There's a 3 by Stevens. Nice looking shot on that one.
Yep.
He squared up well. That's his second 3 of the game. He's got 12.
Morris Carnes, who coached at Bernie for a long time, had some really nice basketball teams and brought them in here, and you could always depend on Bernie being very competitive.
They were.
Whenever they hit the floor here or anywhere else. And Coach Bosch, I guess what you would say was Morris was his mentor and play a lot like he played. They shoot a lot of threes and usually got good three-point shooters. And what makes a good three-point shooter is you're in the gym and you're shooting.
Payne makes 1 of 2. He now has 9 points for the game. He comes out.
I'm going to say after this game, Terry, there's going to be some very competitive games.
I think there will be.
And I think the next game will be competitive.
I think it'll be very competitive. I know it's a 3 seed versus 14 seed, but East Prairie has some very good players.
Yes, they do. They got some good athletes.
And they've defeated Bloomfield, who's the 4 seed.
Right.
.245 left in the game. Bernie's, I'd say, comfortably ahead, 88-45. They're still trying to work the ball. They're still trying to They're still trying to execute their offense, which is something you always want to see.
Well, the spread on this game last year was about 50, and it's going to be real close to that again.
There's a three-pointer by Garrett Ross, 5'8" sophomore. His first points of the game. I think it's the first time we've seen him out there. A nice little turnaround jumper.
Good touch.
There's a lid on the basket.
And he can't get it down, and then
he's hustled the floor that time. That was a good hustle to get back, block the shot.
Came all the way down the floor and shot it on one end, blocked the shot on the other.
Tim Hill entering the game, 6'4" junior. That was really good hustle on the part of Lewis. You're getting beat by 40 points. Somebody has a layup at the other end. He just wasn't going to let him just have the layup.
Bernie just getting some outstanding shots. This is number 4. Here comes number 5 on this turn.
Well,
nope.
Forgot about the defender.
Yep. Made a spin in the no-spin zone.
Good steal and layup by Cody Payne.
Seeing a lot of young kids do that right now. There are places on the floor you can spin and other places you can't.
Out front, they don't really need it.
Some of the younger Bernie kids are having trouble shooting over the two tall Greenville kids. They're just standing there with their hands up and little travel.
Little travel. He got his feet set to get into that one.
Yeah, he thought he was playing horse.
Running down to the last 25 seconds, 88-50 Bernie. Yeah, he made the bucket.
Yeah, you don't see guys shoot a set shot much anymore.
No.
That was a dead-on set shot.
That was a little travel got away with. Becking's going to score probably the last bucket of the game.
And it's going to end up 40 points right now, 90-50.
3 is off. That'll be the game. Bernie wins by 40, 90-50.
Okay, totals for today's first matchup with Bernie Mules winning by a total of 40 points and putting Greenville into the mercy rule. So scoring for Greenville, Eric Myers, who played very well incidentally for Greenville, 15 points. And Garrett Ross had 3 points. Cody Payne had 2. Keith Payne, 9. Travis Wayne, 1. Daniel McCarty played but didn't score. Craig Keeley had 4. Gentry Lewis had 2. And Dalen Roden had 10 for a total of 50 points. And then the winning Bernie Mules, Silas Dill had a big first half and got shut out the second half, but he had 13 points. Played very well both halves, but for some reason they started going to Zach Curry, and Curry ended up with 24 points. Jake Welch had 12. Quentin Stevens had 16. Jake Owens had 10. As I said, Zach Curry had 24. Jake Smith had 4. Daniel Beckling had 6. And Jordan McGowan had 5 to close out the scoring for Bernie with 90 points. So, Terry, it looks like that Bernie will be playing the winner of the Kennett Malden game at 8:30 tomorrow night, and I wouldn't venture to guess who that would be.
That's going to be a good game. Whoever it is going to be a good game, and it's going to be one of those games of if Kennett hits their threes, Bernie will be playing Kennett. If Kennett doesn't have the threes, they're going to be playing Malden.
I think so. I think Kennett, I've seen them play twice this year, and they live and die with the three-pointer. And but I don't know whether they'll hit them where they won't, but if they do, then Malden will have difficulty winning the game. And then on the other side of the ledger, Greenville will play the loser of that game, and I would say that Greenville will have a handful. Whoever
they play, Greenville's going to have a handful. They're shorthanded. They played hard, but they were just outmanned this game. Bernie's Bernie's a good team. They're not ranked 7th in the state for no reason. They're a very good team. They have an excellent chance to win this tournament, and I think they show why they have depth, they have quickness, and they can get the ball underneath.
I agree, and he could play some guys off the bench, and I think if they cut down on some of their fouling and turnovers, I agree with you. I think they got a chance to take a run out.
Here with Game 2 of the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament, Coach Robert Stein with the Greenville Bears.
Hi.
Robert, thanks for coming up and being with us. Of course, the game just completed against the Bernie Mules, the number 2 seed. You got anything to say about the game right offhand, Coach?
Well, you know, I thought we played pretty well in the first half. Kids played hard, didn't give up. And in the third quarter, we came out. About the first minute and a half of that, I felt like we really laid down, and that's why the game was as lopsided at the end as it was.
Typical of, and I know you think this because we've talked about it before, but starting that second half is so crucial. Starting it on a positive note.
That first 2 minutes of the third quarter is probably, you know, in any kind of tough game, is probably the most important of the entire game. And when your kids come out, we turned it over 3 times in a row there at the very beginning of that. It just set the tone and, you know, took us, you know, out of what we were trying to do and allowed them to really get off and start running and get some confidence, and that hurt us.
Of course, we talked about this too, but especially against a team like Bernie, they like to get up and down the floor, and once them kids start feeling it, we call it, it makes it tough to kind of dig yourself out of that hole.
They do a really good job of you know, sensing when there's blood in the water. You know, once they get a couple, it has a habit to steamroll. You know, that's what we did well in the first half. Even if they got a turnover, you know, we kept it from becoming, you know, continuous. But, you know, their offensive rebounding really hurt us in the first half. They kept getting that backside board, and even when we had a good defensive stop, and they were able to, you know, just get a stick back.
Right. A little bit of a 12 o'clock start, and I know during Christmas, and as a coach, it always baffles me how you even get them ready out of that school routine and off school, big long bus ride here.
And for us, it's a little more difficult than a lot of other schools because our district is just so large. You know, we have students that live 40 miles from our actual school that are in our district, and so when we have to get them in out of school time, out of rhythm, you know, we've got some young men that, you know, have to make some major sacrifices just to be able to play.
Right. A little bit unique to your school. A lot of schools go through that, but it's a, you know, if within
we're the largest landmass school district in the state of Missouri.
It makes it tough, especially during Christmas break, which is a Christmas tournament for you too. So, how are things going this year for you?
Well, not as well as we'd hoped. We got off to a pretty rocky start our first couple games. Then we did beat Bunker and Winona in double overtime, which was kind of sweet for me because that's my alma mater. That's where I went to high school. And then, you know, we actually, even though our record didn't show it, we had a real good tournament at Ellington. We played Lesterville very, very close, and we played Ellington, only lost by 2 in the third place game there. And, you know, good tournament for us, and I think we'll be able to build on it. Just like you said, here being in the Christmas break, it's tough to adjust.
Well, Coach Stein, we'll see you tomorrow again. Good luck to you, thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Coaches Interviews brought to you by Charlie Flanagan, Edward Jones Financial Advisor in Dexter, 573-624-3528.
Here with Bernie coach Brad Botch after Game 2 of the 51st Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. Brad, you're the 2nd seed this year. Good to see you today.
Hey, you too.
Just got through finishing Greenville off in a rather lopsided game, but that's not so untypical of most early round games. 2nd and a 15 seed. What'd you think of your guys today?
I thought we'd come out a little sluggish. We turned it up a little bit after a timeout. I thought the kids got after it a little bit better. And, you know, I think our pressure started to get to them. They got a little bit tired at one point, and you know, we just preached to the kids for defense and rebounding, and I thought our kids did a much better job on the boards this game than we have in some of the most recent ones. And, you know, I think it always helps you offensively when you can get extra shots, and I thought we had a couple guys really get after it.
And I thought you guys had to, because Greenville had some big bodies. They had some pretty physical-looking kids. And that's not just a game. Just because the score ends up lopsided, you've still got to do some things right and get yourself in those spots.
Well, you know, they were 6'7" or 6'8", 6'5". You know, when those kids had some meat to them, and you know, obviously, if you don't get it up and down the floor against a team like that, you let them run some offense and don't put pressure on them, let them pick you apart. You know, and you kind of sit back in a zone or something. You know, a team like that can hang around with you for sure, and he can make it really uncomfortable. And I thought our guys did a pretty good job of putting pressure on their guards to make them go ahead and play, and not give them time to find the big guys inside. And I thought we did a good job on the boards with them. You know, we were just aggressive.
Coach Stein mentioned that first 2 minutes or first 2-3 minutes of the third quarter, which you kind of come out, had a run, kind of started to maybe extend that lead and put it out of reach. Your kids seemed to do that intentionally. I don't know if you...
Well, I tell you, we've had some really poor third quarters this year, and we just preach and preach and preach, you know, to come out. And you know what? The kids were not satisfied with their first half. They didn't feel like they played real well. You know, I think we were up 23 at half or so, and they didn't feel like they played well. And I thought that after that, you know, after those guys were in there saying, hey, we got to get with it, we're not playing real well, you know, I thought maybe we will come out and have a good third quarter. But
seemed noticeable, and I know that's sometimes hard to put in context. Coaches see different things than a fan's perspective does. So Christmas is always an interesting time because, of course, you've got the two little ones at home, but you got to let them have some time at home, and you've also got to figure out how to do practice. What'd you do this past couple days?
Well, actually, we practiced about, I guess 5 or 6 days in a row. We practiced last night. We practiced Christmas night just because, you know, we know what's at stake, and most of the time Christmas things are over with. Right. You know, in the evening time, most of them go on in the morning. And we don't want to impede kids' families or this and that, but we also know, and the kids know what's at stake. We, you know, even though anybody could have been the 2 seed, we still feel pressure as a 2 seed because of the fact we want to have a good tournament. And you know, it's not even as much that. It's just that our kids, you know, they work hard, and we want to have them in good enough shape, conditioning. The way we play, we got to get up and down the floor. We got to be in good shape.
That's right, and it's neat that they know that because Bernie's got that reputation up here. You know, Malden's got it. Dexter carries that reputation up here. The kids know. You don't have to tell them about the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament.
Right.
They kind of know it. They get into it. It's a big part of the year.
It's the most important. Well, not most important. Obviously, districts is, but it's probably one of the most fun tournaments you're ever going to play, and I still remember playing it.
Sure.
We got the championship game one time my senior year, and we weren't very good. But, you know, we made it, and it's something you still always remember. In fact, I remember telling kids before again, I'd give anything to be able to play again. They're always going to cherish their time here.
That's right.
This is a special tournament. The atmosphere is awesome, you know, and they do a great job running it here, and it's a good time, and the kids it's always going to be something they remember for a long time.
Your fans are into it, as attested to some of those crowds at Bernie already this year. So we hope to see them up here later this week.
Well, I hope we keep winning. But it's like I said on the radio a while ago. We have got, you know, Malden or Kennett are just as good as we are, or if not better. You know, if you happen to win that game, then you've got Donovan. If you happen to lose that, you know, you're looking at probably Kennett or Malden on the other side. So shoot, it doesn't get any easier. We can very easily leave here 1 and 2. We just want to keep trying to win.
Well, Brad, thanks for coming up. Good luck to you the rest of the week.
Appreciate it.